Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So obviously, if you guys didn't see the Thursday night football game, the Packers lost 34-20 in a game that was a furious and frustrating loss. You talk about, I've had losses like this, but I've never had it. It felt, it stung. This was an aggravating, frustrating, disappointing type of a loss that the Packers have had. They had looked so much better in the second half. The first half was abysmal. Jordan Love didn't look good. The running game was nowhere to be seen. The receivers weren't helping him one bit. The O-line wasn't blocking well. Nothing was going right in the first half for the Packers, and even defensively. Too many blown coverages. Rasul Douglas slipped on a route, which if he didn't, would have probably been a closer play, and maybe that touchdown doesn't happen, but it did. But just never got pressure on Goff. They made like one turnover, which great. They got a few stops at the point of the game, but in that first half, that was abysmal. Love didn't look good. One pick that, should not have been thrown, and that cost us. It was deep in our own end zone. And it's just one of those things that's like a growing pain that we're going to continue to have this season, as this is rookie quarterbacks. He has to develop more. There's a lot of things he's got to improve on. Accuracy, reaction time, awareness. Maybe in that moment, run the ball. Maybe use your legs a little more. There were times when he escaped the pocket, he never really took off and ran until the touchdown that he got. Now, yes, you could argue maybe the pressure, and obviously if there was pressure on Love, then he wouldn't have been able to make those mistakes, but it was a tough loss to swallow. It's definitely one that's going to hurt to have to obviously talk about right now. Then obviously in the second half of the game, the Packers looked so much better. The O-line was really good doing their job. The offense was doing good. Jordan Love actually looked really good. Jaden Reed is starting to become awesome. Samori Torre had a very big catch with Musgrave, and obviously got hurt, so you hope he's okay. He has concussion. Well, we'll have to get the severity of it after the game. But the big thing I want to talk about were two big mistakes. And these two mistakes, I'm not going to say cost the Packers the game, but one definitely did change the impact of what the defense had to do. And that was Quay Walker's unsportsmanlike conduct, jumping over the line, which isn't allowed. Unfortunately, it's a disappointing call. It was definitely a makeup call, probably for some of the calls that the Packers had. But what I want to say is this loss, that play, will definitely be the representation of that loss. He doesn't jump off there. It's 30-17, and you get the touchdown. It's a one-score game, and you're not in this situation. Now, maybe the Lions score again, and where vice versa happens, and it's the same situation. However, that mistake is killer. That cost us, and that's what allowed a touchdown. Obviously, the Packers are down by 3 scores, so they ultimately would have to have gone 2-point conversions and bullshit like that. Very tough loss. Jordan Love struggled and then looked a lot better. 2 picks. The second one was when Dobbs was actually in a good position, and then just ran the route, turned around, and then made a mistake, and Love threw it to the wrong guy. What I will say there was that's kind of on Dobbs there, because he stopped his route, and he was actually wide open, and then he continued to run the route when he was wide open and could have caught the ball. Whatever you want to say, it was 34-20. Tough loss for the Green Bay Packers. It's going to be one that's going to sting for a while, but it's growing pains of having a younger quarterback. These things happen. It's not uncommon that something like this happens. Packers were about to look like they were playing a lot better, but yeah, the first half has to be cleaned up. The defense has to play a lot better. Again, Bakhtiari was out this game with a leg injury, and he's possibly out for the year, which is going to sting to not have him. And then Jenkins, you hope, can come back in 4 weeks and change things. But I also want to talk about Rasheed Walker was horrible. He was getting destroyed by Aiden Hutchinson and the entire line. I mean, it was a rough day for him. Just, you felt bad for this team, but, I mean, they didn't do themselves any favors. Nothing went right for them. And until the fourth quarter and the third quarter, I mean, there were opportunities for the Packers to come out and get points, and they never did. After the touchdown, then they punt the ball away. They get a 3-and-out, and Jordan Love does a backwards pass in the first play of the game, which if you look at that possession, Packers might have had points there. But a very tough loss ends in a frustrating way, 2-2. We're 2-2. Lions are 3-1, are now 3-1. The leaders of the division. But I'm not angry about this loss. It's aggravating to have to sit through and watch the fact that we can't play a first quarter well enough. And in the second half, you're just not. The first half, we did nothing. We were terrible. We got our asses kicked in the first half. And then the second half, we turned a poor day into a piss poor, very terrible day into actually a very good day. And Love played a lot better. Unfortunately, Packers are now 2-2, and they'll be at Las Vegas. You hope Jair comes back so we can get Devontae versus Jair. But I do think the Packers will bounce back. I think the Packers will get their win. I did say that this could be a game the Packers drop, and it would not surprise me one bit if the Packers did lose the line. So I did believe that. I picked the Packers, though, even they're my team. Always have to pick the right team here. But frustrating loss. I picked the Packers, and they didn't win. Obviously, this one's going to sting for a while, but I'll get over it. But this is what's going to happen. Young quarterbacks are going to struggle, and this is one of the games where it showed. The O-line, it didn't help them. The pressure was there, and the Packers couldn't do anything the rest of the way, and too many mistakes, flags again, continue to be. The Packers keep shooting themselves in the foot, not doing themselves any favors. However, Packers play the Raiders next week. I think the Packers can bounce back. The Raiders could be without Jimmy G for the next 2 weeks. If you're Green Bay, this is huge for you. Obviously, you're going to play on Monday night, so you got to come out and bounce back and have a way better win. I believe the Packers will do that, and I think the Packers will be back. Frustrating loss. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. You can be frustrated all you want as Packers fans. I think this is a tough one, but I will give GG's Lions fans too. Y'all played very good. Hope Brian Branch is okay. And 55, I think he had a cramp, and then I hope Brian Branch is good. At least he didn't pick us off and get a pick six. That would have hurt even more. But GG's Lions, you all played very well. You coached us, you played us, and as a Packers fan, I can't say nothing. So we're 2-2. We're playing the Raiders next week. I think we'll bounce back and we'll win. But thank you guys for watching this video. We can talk in the comments. Drop a like up this video. I'll reply to your messages. You can talk to me on TikTok, comment, like, subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. We're out.